There are a ton of web application frameworks that exist today and more being developed as we speak. In this lesson, I will introduce the most common web application frameworks that are used by many enterprises and individuals. The first one that I'm going to share is Django, which is actually a full stack open source framework powered by Python. And when I call this a full stack framework, I mean that it actually provides all the basic components needed out of the box for you to start developing a web application. It includes templates, server-side code, and even generates an admin panel to configure your website without editing the code. This is actually similar to a CMS, but not exactly as a CMS. Now, Django follows a model template view architecture, or MTV. Now, this actually is used to divide logic and views of the web application. Now, one of Django's main advantages is using the Object Relational Mapper, or the ORM, and it's actually used to map the project's objects with database tables. Django also natively supports common databases like MySQL, Postgres, SQLite, Oracle, SQL Server, DB2, and many others. Now, a framework that is also Python-based, that is very light and portable, is called Flask, and it's extremely popular nowadays because it's simple and much lighter than Django. Another super popular framework is Ruby on Rails. Ruby on Rails was created to make coding of web applications simpler and faster. It allows the developer to write significantly less code than other frameworks. A lot of people consider Ruby on Rails to be the main full stack competitor of Django. Now, Ruby on Rails has the concept of convention over configuration, and this concept gives us the benefit to write much less code to perform the same operations and outcomes of other frameworks. One of the disadvantages is that Ruby requires more server capability and resources than Python or PHP. Now, another super popular framework, in this case for JavaScript, is Express.js. And Express is an open source framework for Node.js to build classical web applications with server-side and API capabilities. It provides a simple interface to create usual websites and web applications. You actually don't need to worry about the low-level protocols or processes, and it's actually extremely different than Rails or Ruby on Rails and Django. Now, another one is Angular, and it's very, very popular, and it's actually mainly designed for single-page web applications and mobile application development. Now, Angular is not a full-stack framework, but it's actually extremely robust and is very good for front-end applications. Another one that is very popular and is also JavaScript-based is React. And React was created and supported by Facebook, although React is actually not a full-stack framework, but it provides a templating language and some callback functions to render HTML code. Now, at the end of the day, React is actually a powerful front-end tool. That's why Facebook actually created it for. Now, as you can see, actually JavaScript is everywhere, but I'm actually not done. There are two other somewhat popular JavaScript frameworks. One is called Vue, and the other one is called Meteor. Now, Vue is actually more of a JavaScript library than a framework, but it provides a view model and or a view model layer, right? And it actually basically links a model and a view and provides two-way data binding. Now, Meteor is actually a full-stack framework that actually uses JavaScript both for front-end and also for back-end applications. It was actually originally developed for real-time applications for web and mobile devices.